Timon, go ahead and start us off on this one.
I could try.
You're doing it right now, man.
Oh, we're going?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome back, Ghosties. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. We got a lot coming for you guys. We got some
Got
a lot coming.
We'll be coming.
On the podcast. Got some shmores in this episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're gonna hear about Main Street Roasters.
Yes.
Absolutely, we are.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Roll it!
Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Perfect, yeah.
That was really funny. That was great. And the thing is, Timon edits it so he can make that. He's gonna edit it however he wants.
He's gonna make
be.
it sound even better than that.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Add in the laugh track. Like he was just so funny. Like we're just dying laughing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Laughing.
Yeah. Like showing all these other crowds standing
Just
up
stock
laughing
footage.
for it. Yeah. Wow! Like a
Funniest
mom
guy
wiping
ever.
away tears. Like oh. We were gonna start with a little 5 and 10. I still kind of want to.
All right, go for
alongside of that, Timon.
Sure.
Keep that in.
Sure.
Timon, let me get my timer out. If you guys don't remember, 5 and 10 is say 5 things in 10 seconds. I'm gonna make Timon go first.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Timon, name 5 things in 10 seconds that you can put on your head. Go.
Hat, clothes. No.
He's done.
You can put anything on your head. I could have named any decently small inanimate object.
Wait, there's
And I said hat, clothes.
You almost said hair. You
almost
started
said
saying hair.
I did.
Oh, hat, clothes.
You can put anything on your head.
All right, Jake.
I could have said anything.
10 seconds to name 5 different types of nuts. Go.
Oh my gosh. Peanut? Or
Yeah.
is that a legume?
No.
Okay. Walnut. Macadamia nut. Hickory nut.
Really?
I think you mean
Nuts?
60 seconds. I don't know if I. Oh, cashew.
Cashews.
Almonds.
Pralines. Almonds.
Is that a nut?
Pecans?
Oat.
I don't know. Whatever the mixed nut thing is. Yeah. Oats.
M&Ms. I'm just naming things in trail mix. They're all nuts. All right, Brad.
Yeah.
10 seconds. 5 what is it?
Yeah. 10 seconds, 5 things.
5 things, 10 seconds. Insects.
What are the difference between insects and arachnids? Is a spider an insect?
No.
Frick this! Bumblebees. Bumblebees, wasps, butterflies, dragonflies, ants.
There you go.
Are all those things?
I don't know.
See?
My bad.
Insects, Jake. We're going insects here, Jake. Oh. All right, Timon. 5 different ways you can get across a body of water. Go.
Ocean. No. Boat. Swimming. Jet ski.
Nice.
Paddleboard. Kayak.
Nice.
Ocean.
Oh, well, these are
I started naming different bodies of water.
Tributary. Delta.
I got there.
You
Isthmus.
did. You
got
recovered
there.
quickly.
I was just like, I have to say something. I have
All right,
no time.
Jake, 5 different types of movies. Go.
Drama, horror, comedy, rom-com, thriller. That's kind of like a drama. And then, of course, action.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Brad, 5
Yep.
things, 10 seconds. Sports played indoors.
Basketball, baseball, football, hockey, tennis, racquetball.
Nice. You said basketball almost as I was finishing the sentence. That was impressive.
Thinking of sports.
Timon, things you sit on.
Chair, floor, rug, carpet, couch.
Wow. Funny.
Carpet couch.
Carpet couch.
So,
Carpet couch.
all right, Timon, once again,
Yeah.
just in 10 seconds, name 5 songs. Go.
Oh.
Never gonna give you up. Jesus loves me. My name hymns. Come thou fount.
Time.
You did it so calmly. That's what's impressive. I feel like I'm spazzing
I
over
was
here.
trying to use that to my somehow like.
Oh my
if
gosh.
I'm not
Lean back. Never gonna give you up.
Like I
How is that the first song?
don't know.
Jesus
If I
loves
act like
me.
I care, if I act like I don't care,
Yeah.
maybe it'll somehow like calm my brain down. But I'm
so
scrambling
calm.
my head.
Come thou fount. Never gonna give you up.
I don't know. Hakuna Matata.
I still couldn't do it.
Oh man, that got me.
still couldn't
Never
do it.
gonna
Star
give you
Spangled
up.
Banner. Oh.
Yeah.
And then since you've been gone,
Johnny be good.
So there are so many freaking songs.
Exactly.
There are
That
so
sometimes
many songs.
it's like it's almost too vast.
Wasn't even a genre of music.
Right.
all right, Brad. Notorious people.
Lee Harvey Oswald, B.I.G., Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin.
Wow.
Does B.I.G. count as notorious?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in his name.
Lee Harvey Oswald's number. Crooks. Too soon?
Oh, I go Crooks.
No, sorry.
Oh,
Crooks was the guy's name.
I was like, I don't know if I know the names of them.
The earshot.
Name just like
Within earshot.
petty criminals. I don't know.
Okay, Jake. I don't know. I guess we'll just go 10 seconds will do to say 5 different things you could see in the sky. Go.
You can see a sunset. You can see a rainbow. You can see a bird. You see a cloud. You see power lines. If that counts. What about kite?
Either. That's good.
Timon.
Yeah.
This one's perfect for you.
Scared.
Things you buy for your kids.
Pacifier.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
Baby food. Water bottle. Milk bottle.
2 and 6 were repeats.
I'm sorry.
Milk bottle, water
Milk bottle.
different.
Adult bottle. Baby
Yeah.
bottle.
My kids have 2 different bottles
I
sometimes.
was picturing food as in like
Water bottle.
groceries, and I was picturing baby food.
Yeah.
As
I picture
part of
those
the
as different
groceries.
things.
That's fun.
All right, Timon. 5 things that rhyme with the word on your shirt, which is Hurley. Go.
Girly.
Nice.
I can't think of anything. Can you guys?
Yeah, whirly, swirly,
Oh.
We're making up words?
Squirrely.
furly,
Whirly?
squirrely.
Squirrely?
Whirly's a
Barely.
word, no?
Whirly?
I've heard of whirly bird, but
Like
it
whirly
seems
pop?
like it's
Durly. Merly. That's bad
Merrily,
prompt.
merrily, merrily.
Merly.
Yeah.
Merly. Yeah. That's
All right, Jake. 10 seconds to name 5 3-syllable words. Go.
Okie dokie. Oh. Sure. I don't know. There's none of them.
That's hard. I don't know. I don't know how to do that one. That's really hard to like
crazy.
have because there's no way that's how you categorize words in your head.
I couldn't. Nothing came to mind. Nothing. Train spotting was one word that came to mind at the end.
Train spotting.
Yep.
I'm just looking around. Amazon, pickleball, monitor,
Okay.
camera,
quarterback.
camera, quarterback,
Thermometer.
thermometer. I tell you how Catherine had a hard time for a while understanding syllables.
Yeah, you had to teach you.
It's so funny. She'd be like, like just clap, like thermometer. She's like, thermometer, thermometer. Like, no.
All
Are we
right,
done? We don't
Brad.
know? Yeah.
Last one. Words that would offend a black person. No, I'm just kidding. Don't.
No?
I had to stop. I mean, he was rearing to go. Don't. Let's move on.
All right, wait. Let's do an oldie
You
but a
got, you got
goodie.
some fire in your eyes there.
Let's do an oldie but a goodie. Oh, I
He's
did
like,
it.
Brad's like, finally.
I have permission.
Let's do an oldie but a goodie with Timon. 10 seconds to name 5 words that don't exist. Go.
Schlurbaum. Dingay.
Dingay.
Four blue.
Four blue.
Tita.
Yes, one more.
Sure delink.
Yeah!
I did it.
Tita.
Tita. So,
What did I say last time? I just said like immediately a word that does exist.
Splork. Or something like that. I don't know what you said last time, actually. Oh, that was funny. Good stuff. Good
That's
start.
a fun game.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yes, always fun.
All right.
Hey, let's talk about some travels that you've had, Jake.
Yeah, so I was on the road this past weekend, did some shows, flew to Lexington, Kentucky. Not an easy place to get to. We had some issues with the first flight, a layover in Dallas. Trey sat at the front of the airplane, so he got to the next gate pretty quickly. Texted me, said, hey, it's pretty far. You're going to have to sprint. Sprint I did.
Sprint.
Yeah, I had to sprint. Started my mile, though. It was 0.25 of a mile to get there.
Wow.
It was like multiple like tram rides, and then you have to run 0.25. So it was far.
Okay.
Anyway, I made it. Alan didn't. So Alan just missed the first show.
Really?
It was like I had a flight at 9:30, and the next flight he didn't land till like 1:15 a.m.
Wait, so like let's go back. Did Trey get all the way to the gate before he texted you that? Or maybe he texted you while you were on the tram or something? Like how did he
Yeah, it must have been. I don't remember where I was exactly. Yeah, I was probably on the tram, and he's like,
Okay.
he'd already gotten there. He's like, all right, dude, you're going to need to run.
Really? Was it because your flight was delayed or something?
Our first flight, they had to fix the bathroom in our first plane.
Okay.
So it cost us like 45 minutes, and that was enough to really mess things up. It was separate from all the, whatever, Microsoft stuff.
Yeah.
Just a little delay. But we got there. Lexington show, I went out in the audience, into the lobby afterwards because I knew the Harrises were going to be there. Lindsay Merchant, John Harris,
Oh, yeah.
I knew they were going to be out there. And I see them, talk to them, and there wasn't a line at all. It was just them. So I'm talking to them for a while. And then a line forms almost to like go out back into the theater, which sometimes happens for like Trey's VIP. And I was like, are you guys in line for a Trey? And they were all for me. And I did not expect that. There were so many ghosties
Really?
in Lexington, Kentucky. So
Okay.
many. I couldn't believe how many people were there who listened to the podcast. So it was really fun. I was talking to Lindsay and John, and they said, hey, try to come to Branson. We're going to do our best. But the sheep are supposed to be born on August 7th.
Oh.
I was like, what a great excuse.
Yeah.
If you're in charge of sheep and that's their due date, I get it.
Yeah, because like sheep already need tending, but baby sheep probably twice as much.
Yeah.
That's just the thing with sheep.
Or
right?
September 7th is probably what it was. I don't know when the sheep are born, but right around when
Hey,
it's
I'm
coming.
not great with dates. I would have been convinced August 7th sounded just fine.
I'm like, no, you can't have a sheep then.
Yeah, you got the first couple months after the fourth trimester.
I don't know about
Okay.
the gestation and the aftercare, after birth care for a sheep. I assume skin to skin,
Yep, shear to shear,
shear to shear.
yeah, wool to wool.
But that was really fun. And then the next day we go to the county fair in Goshen, Indiana. And it's fun. The bus, like we just arrive. I wake up and I'm in the middle of the county fair. I'm in the middle of the horse track. We've done this once before. And I was so excited because a typical horse track is 1 mile, 1 lap is. I was like, oh, perfect.
Oh, nice.
They wouldn't let me run my mile on the horse track.
Dang.
So I just ran around the fair, honestly. There weren't like streets near
Did
us.
you
So,
really?
yeah, I just kind of tried to stay in the outside.
Like
but,
as it was operating, like things
yeah,
were
roller
going
coasters
on.
are going. Yeah, everything. I'm just kind of running around the outside. So that was kind of a fun mile.
Yeah,
They're all
the
so
things
different.
that you have gone the lengths you've gone to keep it going.
Yeah, my Kentucky mile was around Rupp Arena, which was fun.
Oh,
After
that's
the
cool.
show,
Wait, was the show at Rupp?
it was across the street.
Oh, it was on campus or something, or like
Basically. Yeah, Lexington Opera House, right across the street. So yeah, I waited till after the show. I was like, well, now I don't have to shower before. I'll just
Yeah.
do the show and then run afterwards and wait till it cools off. So that was a
Rupp
good time.
Arena. What do you think of Rupp? Was it outside or inside?
I just ran around the outside of it, so
Okay.
I didn't get to see inside. But
Was it historic and like magical? Like you could feel like this aura coming off of it, or was it just
Whoa.
like another basketball stadium that wasn't in Lawrence, Kansas?
it was just a massive, massive arena that was sponsored by a bank.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
pretty typical.
Corporate.
But at least I'd heard it was like one of the only basketball venues I've probably ever heard of. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know this. That's about all the association I have to it.
Okay.
Other than I know this. But so we're at our we're in the horse track, and I had to get some work done that morning, and then I was like, all right, I need to go to Main Street Roasters. It's 25 minutes away. This is the closest I'm going to be. I gotta take advantage. So I go to call an Uber. There's one Uber in the area, but I can't get him to like accept the ride. It looks like maybe he's the same guy who's also the only Lyft driver too. And so
The guy.
can't get this to work.
It's like on
And
the
so-
proposal when there's that guy. You seen the proposal?
Oh yes, who kind of does everything for
Oscar
the town.
Martinez. Yeah,
It's a good reference. So I decided to call a taxi. You know, I've done this before. It wasn't great in Kansas City, but call a taxi. And he's like, all right, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the Elkhart County Fair. I'm in the middle right now, but when you get here, I'll meet you on like Monroe Street. He's like, okay. Calls me and he's like, all right, I'm here. I said, great, you're on Monroe? He's like, I'm at the main entrance. I was like, all right, I'll come find you. So I have no idea where the main entrance is. So I started asking people at the fair. I'm trying to get to the main entrance. It was great getting instruction this way. It was just so Dwight Schrute because they were like, are you going to the main entrance? All right. Start walking towards the frozen lemonade stand. Can you see it? Once you get, this is truly their instructions. Once you get to the rabbit barn, once you get to the bunny barn, that's when you take your left.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you'll know you're on the right street because it's paved now. And they're just shearing sheep all on the left side. So if they're shearing sheep, then you keep going down there.
Yep.
And then I think it's fried Oreo, fried Twinkie. It might be both. But once you're there, then you're like really close to the front. I was like, these are the best landmarks. And
If you see the shearing, you're in the clearing. All right. Yeah. Just keep going straight there. Yeah. That's amazing.
I did not enjoy the sheep shearing because the sheep are making noises. It sounds like you're killing them.
Really?
I'm sure they were fine.
Yeah.
But I did not enjoy the noises they were making. It wasn't the noise I've ever heard an animal make. So I just kind of like, just,
Right.
speed walk through, turn the music up.
I just can't wait for a fried Oreo right now.
But they were fun. They were like a sheep fashion show because they would like shave them in weird ways and they'd like spray painting glitter on them.
That sounds.
I don't know if we needed to do it. But
Yeah.
hey, whatever. You know, you got to entertain yourself somehow.
The
Elkhart
truth
County.
about Goshen, Indiana.
The truth. And so then I get in this taxi and it's probably what you're expecting a taxi in Goshen, Indiana to be like. Nice fella. But never had this happen. An ant fell on me in the taxi. An indoor, like a car.
A car ant?
A car insect, yeah.
Carpenter ant?
A carpenter, yeah.
Yeah.
And for it to
Carpenter.
fall just on my arm, I was like, that's great.
How-
This is
yeah.
fun, you know.
Just a single one, though. Didn't have a
Just
colony?
the one.
Yeah.
Just the one ant.
Really? Did you say, hey, your aunt's in the car? And he'd say, my uncle too? Was he funny like that?
He was funny like that. He was funny in the sense that he could not get over if I lived there or not. And he's like, so you're from around here? And I'm like, no. You know, I'm thinking like, dude, if I'm calling a taxi, I don't live here. You know, like this
I don't have anybody else to drive me.
I don't have a car. I don't have a horse.
What kind of car are we talking here? I know that you don't know cars, but like a sedan, a van.
Hold on, I got this. It was a red Ford Fusion.
Okay, nice.
Nice little taxi.
Not bad.
We get done. I show up to Main Street Roasters in Napanee.
Napanee.
And I say, all right, and how do we do payment? The guy on the phone, the dispatcher said $40. And he's like, yes, that's cash only. He told you that, right? I said, he didn't say that. All right, we'll figure it out though. I was like, could I Venmo you? Do you have like anything
Yeah.
modern? And I happened to look in my bag. I had a $100 bill. So I was like, all right, great. I was like, actually, I'll just go in and I'll get change for this really quickly. So I run in to Major Roasters, and there's a woman just sitting at the table. She goes, hello, Jake. And I go, oh my gosh, hey. It was a ghostie. Her name was, what was her name? Ashley Burkhart. Got
yeah.
it. I was like, I recognize that name.
Yeah.
She was so embarrassed. Well, maybe I shouldn't say what she was embarrassed about. Whatever, I'll move on for now.
Hey, add that.
And so we're talking, and I'm trying to be really friendly and everything. I'm like, actually, just real quick, I've got a taxi driver out there waiting on me to get some change. I'll just be right back. So then I go to the counter. So I'm like, hey, can I get a coffee real quick? And so I'm trying to order it. And like, are you the podcast guy? I'm like, oh, yes, I am. That's so funny that you guys listen or whatever. And like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. And so now we get talking. I'm like, oh man, this taxi guy is probably getting furious at me. So I'm like, do you guys break 100? And they're like, oh yeah, of course. Well, no, you're the podcast guy. It's taken care of. I'm like, I'd really like to spend this money. Actually, please let me pay you for this. And like, no, you're fine. I was like, well, I got a taxi driver out there. He's got ants in his car. Can I please get cash?
He needs this. He's got like the exterminator's coming soon. He's got to pay him.
Yeah. And so then I go out there, I pay him cash, and then I go back in. And then it starts just like a 2-hour meet and greet at Main Street Roasters. And this is all before I put anything on my Instagram story because I didn't have time. Like I never took any selfies or did anything.
Right.
Like I just sit down at the table with Ashley and we just talk for 15, 20 minutes probably. And then I'm like, all right, let me go and I'm going to order some food now. So then I go back to the counter and learn all the baristas there. Listen to the podcast.
Really?
I got to remember. Cassie, for sure. Cassie's the manager.
Yeah.
She's the real deal.
Cassie.
Then there was Jackie. Not to be confused with Backpacky Jackie from back in the day, from Spokane. And then Shakira. So I was like, what are you doing? You are a white Mennonite in Indiana. Why is your name Shakira? She's like, my parents were missionaries in Belize.
Okay.
Oh, bueno.
When that speaks Spanish?
That's great. Belize? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Central America. And so they were really great. And so I was like, this whole like staff listens to Ghostrunners. This is awesome. And then it just keeps happening. People like, seriously, I haven't put this anywhere on my story that I'm here. And people keep coming in and like, hey, podcast guy. And like, they don't work there. I'm like, how many fans do we have in Napanee,
Yeah.
Indiana? And then, I mean, probably 15 minutes later, then this nice couple comes up. They have like a 2-week-old. And like, hey, we're big fans. I'm like, everyone here listens
Can you sign his forehead real quick? Yeah.
Everyone here listens to the podcast. And they go, podcast? And I say, oh, sorry, I thought. And they go, no, I just love your jean shorts. I was like, what are the odds of that? How is that happening here?
You don't even know about the podcast?
Probably 30 minutes after that, some high school kid comes up to me and says, hey, I love all the golf stuff, man. I'm like, sorry, I have to ask, do you know about the podcast? He's like, no. I was like, everyone who watches our content is in this town.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Sounds like they they consume a lot of content. And you put it out there, so.
They got plenty to pick from.
Right.
While I'm talking to, I think someone else. Haley Miller, our main point of contact with Main Street. She's the owner's daughter. She had texted me that afternoon, like, hey, I'm so sorry I'm not going to be seeing you. I'm busy today and it's not going to work out. Well, then the girl comes up and goes, hey, I'm Haley. And she looks like what I thought Haley Miller looks like. I'm like, well, it must not be her because she just texted me that she's not coming today. So I'm like, hey, Haley, I'm Jake. Nice to meet you. And she's like, I'm the one you email. I was like, okay, I thought so. You texted me earlier.
That's a tough situation to be in. You don't want to. Yeah.
I didn't know.
That you did the right thing, I think.
Nice to meet you. And so anyway, then her little brother was there. I met Carson. While I'm talking to them, then I look at him in the corner of my eye. I'm like, that's Alvaro from the Ghostrunners. I'm like, what are you doing here? I thought
He lives in D.C.
He lives in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And we had talked about seeing each other the next day at the casino show in Hammond. I'm like, why are you here? He's like, oh, I got the dates mixed up.
Classic Peruvian mix-up.
It's the stereotype.
Alvaro.
And then he's like, no, I'm kidding. I was just driving through. I'm going to Chicago. But I was like, it's not that far out of the way. I'll just stop at Main Street Roasters. I was like, so you didn't know I was here or anything? He's like, no. I was like, this is amazing. And everyone was just.
So what do you think, like 30 people?
I don't know how many.
That sounds like so many.
I'm signing autographs with my middle finger out. I'm trying to do my best ballot finger signature. I'm like, why don't you just give it to a 2-year-old? That'll be the same thing as my signature. I signed a Main Street Roasters cup, and it was fun. I get talking to the baristas who live there, and I'm like, hey, so I took a taxi here, paid in cash. He said he can't give me a ride back. So what should I do to get back to the fair? And they go, oh, you can take an Amish hauler. I go, tell me what that means.
You just say yes, and you just go for it.
I even said, so they were like, well, there's a ton of Amish around here, and they can't drive cars.
Right.
Which I did learn. They don't drive cars, but they drive tractors on the road. Quite the loophole that they've figured out here. Funny how that works out.
Okay. Do you think they drive them as transportation?
I don't know.
Or you think they're like driving them for their job?
I know. I made that joke on stage that night. I was like, I saw an Amish guy. I was like, y'all have the most progressive Amish. I met one in a Tesla today. And he's like, oh, it's for work. And I was like, Jedediah, you're crazy. But they're like, yeah, you can take an Amish hauler. Basically, these people will just pick up Amish people and take them wherever they need to go. I was like, so I just like hitchhike? Do I need to put a top hat on or like suspenders? And so we're trying to figure this out.
For free? Like they're saying like...
I don't know.
Okay.
I would have paid him whatever.
Yeah.
Come to find out, this is great. I don't think I posted this anywhere, so I don't think anyone knows this. I end up driving myself to the county fair in the Main Street Roasters catering van. How fun is that?
That's awesome.
I wanted so bad they'd like go live from inside of it or post about it. I was like, I want people to find out on the podcast.
That is amazing.
I did the 30-minute drive through the cornfields myself in the Main Street Roasters van.
Wow.
And just drove to the fair. And then I met up with Carson and gave him the keys and we exchanged it. And so
free publicity at the fair for them,
It was awesome.
That is great. I was thinking like they're just going to say, just let me drive you is what I thought they were going to say.
Yeah, I guess if it came down
too.
to it, I would have tried to find someone going to the show and just like hop in with them. But
little catering van, huh?
Yeah, they were great. once I finally did get a break to take some videos and put some stuff on our story, I go upstairs. By the way, the place is huge. It's awesome. It's so spacious,
People always say that.
but so cozy. It's cozy and huge at the same time.
Really?
They have like a whole library upstairs. So I'm up there painting around the library. As soon as I get it done, then this woman in a corner, I mean, she blended in. I didn't even know she was there. I might have got her in the video. She just goes, "Hey, Jake." And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I can't get away from the ghosties. This woman.
Ghosties, that's what they call them that.
Yeah, she came through the bookshelf. She was floating.
Hello.
Hey, I love Mondays
Jake.
and Wednesdays. Her name was Jeanette, and she was just like, "Hey, my daughter really listens to your podcast. I thought that was you." And anyway, we're big fans. And so I sat down with Jeanette for a little bit, and I met Amelia. Amelia, like, once I had posted it, she like ran there. She's like, "I live really close by. My brother's on his way. He's running right now too."
That's
and
amazing.
So then,
Well, I got to take an Amish hauler, so I'll see you later. Yeah, sorry.
it was just the best day. Every interaction I had was amazing. People were so friendly and so nice, and I'm doing it to make sure it was just
How long do you think you were there?
probably like 3 or 4 hours.
Nice.
It was just consistent. I mean, I sat down with Alvaro for probably an hour, and we got to catch up, and everyone was just really great.
Yeah.
Really nice. So many families, so many great people. It was just awesome. So can't say enough nice things about Major Roasters. Can't wait to go back in October. Dude, it might be popping. Like, it feels like we have so many fans
Really?
who don't even need to travel who will be there.
Yeah, it's just another Friday for them. There's at Main Street.
Timon's first cousin, by the way, lives like right there. I met her after the show. What's her name again?
Sarah?
Sarah? Knew that.
Dude, I'm amazed at honestly how many names you just rattled off.
That was
though.
impressive. Incredibly impressive.
Yeah, we got Jeanette, and then Amelia and Carson and Cassie and Shakira and Jackie. Oh my
Remember,
gosh.
pretty much everyone but Timon's cousin, so sorry about that.
Well, Sarah's a tough, like, weird name.
Yeah, it's very Amish.
Honestly, it's like if it's too common, it's almost harder to remember.
But yeah, I was like, I had no idea Timon had a first cousin here. And she's like, oh yeah, we're, met them after the show, took pictures with them, met the Hostetlers, Derek and Dylan.
Uh-huh.
They're
Derek, a little bit of a woodworker.
I saw that post today.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, and
That pumped me up.
He also got in trouble at the Woodworkers Guild.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny for like the same exact thing. One of the twins, not sure which one, this is kind of funny. He was like, all right, I got to ask, do you just wash that shirt every day? And I go, wait, sorry, I don't, like this shirt? It was the shirt I had performed in that night. He's like, yeah, I feel like you're always performing in it. So I had to think about it a little bit. I was like, no, I mean, I bring new shirts every day. I have a suitcase. Like, I just pack new shirts. And I was like, come to think of it, sorry, I'm not trying to rub your nose in it too much, but this is the first time I've ever performed in this shirt. So I don't really know what you're talking about. I was like, to be honest, I ran my mile in this shirt earlier today. This is a shirt I packed to get sweaty
I should
in.
have washed this shirt.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. But yeah, I literally ran a mile that day and was like, I got a shower in an RV camper thing. I don't know. I'm dry now.
I'm far enough away
It's
from
a
these
county
people.
fair. Yeah, I was like, this will be fine. So it's funny. The day I wore the grossest shirt, he's like, dude, you're always performing in that shirt.
He probably like smelled it. He's like, so like, do you wash that every day or like every other day? Like, is this an off day for you?
Yeah. So credit to him for realizing.
That's a great question to ask somebody that you just met. Like,
Hey, nice to meet you.
just out of curiosity.
You wore that shirt yesterday, right? You had to have. It smells disgusting. No, I just ran around a county fair in it earlier. Full mile.
You see me? I was right by the sheep shearers. Yeah.
I was the one plugging my ears going la 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 while sprinting through.
How was the last year? The performance of the county fair was rough, but it looked like this year they had people closer.
Yeah, they pulled in seats. I don't know why they wouldn't let me run on it. They pulled 1,000 seats onto the horse track. So it was a much better show.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. Well, one, it was summer. I think last time we did this was kind of fall, sunset a little bit. I'm performing in broad daylight. And I'm 5 minutes into my first set, and you start to hear this helicopter get pretty close by. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to ignore it. I'm going to try to push through. Well, you could just see everyone just looking up at it. I'm like, well, they seem pretty distracted, so I guess I'll address the helicopter overhead. So whatever, I'm talking about it, making some jokes, just trying to stall until it goes away. This happened probably like 2 times during my set. During Trey's hour-long set, it probably happened 9 times to him. This helicopter is circulating. So Trey has to, he's like, are we in danger? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Come to find out afterwards, the county fair was giving away, not giving, but they were doing like $5 helicopter rides. So, of course, everyone's like, oh, I'll do a $5. Yeah, I'll do a helicopter ride. And the helicopter pilot's like, You guys want to see the comedian? Let's see how close we can get. Let's hey, give him a high five while I go around.
Open up the door, just throw something at him. See if you can hit him real quick.
I brought some tomatoes. Reach under your seat.
Yeah.
So this helicopter pilot is just like, let's see how much we can ruin this comedian's just night right now and get as close as possible. So we just kept circling around during the comedy performance.
I love it.
We're already like up against it. We're outdoors. It's daylight. It's a county fair. You could hear roller coasters going, sheep shearing going, and then you got the helicopter. So
that's amazing.
That was the one bummer.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was a great show.
Overall a good time.
Yeah.
So you can like see everyone. Is that
Yeah.
intimidating to you? Because that's not normal. Like usually if you perform, you can only see a couple rows. And so you don't know if people are looking around or if you make eye contact with somebody or like you look at them and they're like, oh, they're looking away or they're talking to each other or something.
I kind of do that thing where you kind of like unfocus your eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like staring at someone in particular.
Okay.
What you can see when it's daylight out is you could see people leave. And that's what I'm not used to seeing. Like, I don't know how often that happens in our shows normally. I assume it happens way more at a county fair show. Like, all right, well, there's other fun stuff, right? Same with a casino show. Like, this is fun. I'm going to do the other fun stuff.
So wait, was it a free event?
No, it was ticketed.
Okay. But it was still like, yeah,
believe.
maybe they would come and go.
And so I started to see a lot of people leave. And so I cut my set short a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Because I was like, I think I'm doing everyone a favor here. Like, everyone's there to see Trey normally, but I think they really want to see Trey. So
yeah, and they might be a little more antsy because it's like, well, there's so much more to do out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but it was fine. I wasn't like coming off stage like, oh, I suck. That was awful. I was like, that was fun. It was county fair. I love being at the fair.
So was it just Lexington and the county fair?
And then we did the casino the next night in Hammond, Indiana, which is basically Chicago.
Oh,
the casino is like a half mile into Indiana.
It's like on the state line.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like where people in Chicago go to gamble.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun. I ran my mile on Lake Michigan, which is cool.
Okay.
On the water. I was going fast.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I was moving.
There are 5 different ways for us to get across that water, and one of them is run your mile.
Hair, hat, ocean. Never mind. So, fun shows. Fun seeing ghosties.
Good, dude.
I have more stories from Hammond, but I'll pause.
Okay. Let's do an ad.
Yeah, I guess all that to say, Main Street Roasters,
Yeah.
10% off
Yeah.
to get their stuff online.
They sell their stuff online at mainstreetroasters.com, and they'll ship it directly to your door, even if you don't live in Napanee or Hammond, right?
Indiana.
Yeah.
They're awesome. All the people are awesome. The families are awesome. Support them. I love them.
And we're coming there in October.
Yep, mid-October.
Yep. We should know the dates better, but
October 13th.
is that right?
I don't know.
Let's see. October 26.
Wow.
Times 2.
Well,
Don't
half
you
of
know.
the 26th.
25th, 26th, 27th
That's my bad.
weekend.
That's my bad.
It's going to be awesome.
That'll be more fall then.
Let's do some shmores. You want to do some shmores?
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Get
Good call.
shmoresy on it. Yeah. Is that a good enough ad read, or should we do another ad read before the shmores?
That's great.
Yeah, let's talk about Good Ranchers real quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah, let's do it.
We are sponsored by Good Ranchers, and they're not officially sponsoring the Summer Games, but they're calling it the Summer Games because they're doing a promotion for the Summer Games.
So
the entire time the promotion or the Summer Games are going on, there's going to be this promotion with Good Ranchers.
yes. And you guys know, the Summer Games, they don't come around all the time.
No.
Unless there's a worldwide pandemic. That's right. They only come around every 4 years. And because of that, you guys are going to get free add-ons for the next 4 years. So if you subscribe to get a box, sign up for that, you're going to get, well, first you're going to use GRKC, and then you're going to get free expedited shipping. You're going to get $25 off, and you're going to get your choice, chicken breast, ground beef, bacon, salmon, whatever you want, for the next 4 years at your door. This could be up to a $1,200 value, okay?
That is insane.
It's a $1,200 value for free from the best meat that you could find. America takes the gold.
Summer Games. Yeah.
In meat.
Goldie.
Quality's unmatched. Don't settle for anything less. It's American meat delivered.
Yep. If you want beef, you want chicken, you can get them both in the same box. You can get all beef, all chicken. You can go the seafood route. Whatever you're looking for. They even have pork. It's so good. Everything they have is exceptionally better. It's one of those things where you don't understand how much better meat can be until you experience Good Ranchers meat, and then you're hooked for life. So check them out. GoodRanchers.com. Everything's coming from American farmers. GRKC, $25 off, plus that wonderful gold prize.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. All right, Shmores today. You want to call Scott? Get him on the,
sure.
horn? Shmores today is going to be movie soundtracks. The best soundtracks from a movie. The best original soundtracks in the movie.
This is my sweet spot here. I'm going to do so good. I have so many things written down. Brad has 29. I have 6.
Hello.
Yo. You're on with the Ghostrunners.
Hey, Ghostrunners. Let me just grab old Banksy boy. Just woke up from his nap here. Let me just get a bottle in his mouth and we can roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He films a couple
Say
YouTube
hi to
videos and
people.
it's his podcast. You know?
Let me go ahead and just do this thing.
Hang on.
How's Banks doing? Is he still 18,000 pounds?
18,000 pounds. No, he's good. Hold on. Let's get the bot. There we go.
Live stream.
My guy. No, he's good. He's getting a little taller. He's not put on a ton of weight, so
Really?
he still looks fairly plump, but he's good.
There you go. Good. All right. Well, best movie soundtracks. No, I was kidding. Well, who won the week before? Jake's doing something really cool.
What was the category?
The last time? I don't remember. Do you remember time?
I'll look it up. I'm not sure. Facebook. The first thing I look up, it goes to the grossest animals.
No,
That was so long
That
ago.
one's rough. Surely have we done one since the recent animals one? Did we do another one?
What was the recent animals one?
The famous animals. Was that the
Oh,
last
yeah.
s'mores we did?
Probably.
I could have been.
Harambe, shout out.
Shout out Harambe. All right, well, let's just say that it was that, so that means I won. I don't know. I feel like maybe we did one after that, but I can't remember. But so I'll do the order. So I'll do Scott, Brad, Timon, Jake.
All right. Scott gets to start it off.
Brad just wants to put the pressure on me with the first pick, doesn't he? Oh, boy. Okay, I feel decent about my list. I don't know that I have my first pick sorted out, but I'm just going to go with my gut. And that being Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, okay.
That's great.
I didn't think of that, but you're right. It is fun.
It's pretty iconic. We also played it in middle school band.
Yes, we did.
I have a pretty special bond with my trombone and
T-Bone.
Yeah, dude. It was so good. That was a fun one. I was so glad that we played that. Good time.
honestly, it was one of my favorite pieces of music we ever played in band. That was such a fun, because it was the medley. It was 4 different songs, but then when you hit that the song everybody knows from Pirates of the Caribbean, it's just it's fun.
Oh, or the one that's like bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-bum bum
That
bum
one's
bum
good,
bum bum bum. Oh, so good, dude. Yeah, that's a good answer, Scotty.
That's a really good first pick.
good first pick.
I like it.
Thank you.
All right, my first pick. I'm going to go. I should start prioritizing my picks rather than just throwing them all in a list.
That's why I only write down 5.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to start with my favorite movie, Lion King. Lion King.
There goes one of mine.
The music makes that movie so much better, makes it more iconic, especially Circle of Life at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just Elton
How
John.
does it start out, Brad? You ever put on the subtitles for that part?
No,
It's not spelled at all how I thought it was spelled.
really.
Yeah.
I remember we went to a Broadway version of it, and they said words that I did not think that the syllables that they were making in the Broadway version were way different than "hya sabuenya."
When we were on the cruise and they were doing movie quote trivia, he was trying to give us a hint because the correct movie was Lion King. And so this Brazilian guy starts to try and sing that, and it was nothing like how you just did it. He would say oh, Look his home. It was like even different like consonants than how you would say it. It's like it's not even really that close.
Right.
Good try,
So
bud.
it was the Portuguese version of.
Yeah. Shush.
All right. So yeah, that's my first pick. Lion King.
Is it me or Timon next?
I think me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I lock in the Prince of Egypt.
Oh wow. Wow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, list is dwindling.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. What can you say?
Do you truly like it, or is it just like a pander pick, Timon?
Pander picked to who?
The ghosties
To me as a
love it.
voter.
Yeah.
Now I vote for Timon. I can't help it. It's
Is
a
that
good
like
pick.
a whole? I've.
Oh, that's like Jake loves the Prince of Egypt.
Okay. I was just picking it because I love it.
Good. Okay, great. Sounds like it
But
was not a pander pick.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think that's one of the best ever, especially like animated movies.
So good.
It's really good.
Through Heaven's Eyes. They also got quite the talent doing that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's in there. Others I can't think of right now, but I remember it being impressive when I
Mariah
saw
Carey's
it most
big.
recently.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Great pick.
Thank you.
Didn't All American Rejects do a song on that soundtrack?
I can almost guarantee you they did not.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh,
Are you serious?
it sounded just.
That was just so random. It's like so specifically wrong.
I'm trying to think of a random band from that era. I don't know why that came to mind, but it did.
Boys to Men did.
There you go.
That's
I like the way you said
soundtrack there.
boys. Boys.
Had to get
Two
the
men.
Z.
Boise.
Boys.
All right, Jake, you get another one.
Do I really?
Wait, you get two.
Timon gets two.
No.
No, it's yours now.
Oh my gosh.
You haven't chosen
I'm
any
having a
yet.
stroke, dude. All right, I get two. My bad. Let's go. Tarzan.
Oh, good.
Thanks for leaving it there for me. And then let's go Remember the Titans.
Good answers.
Yep, I'm all out. So I'm gonna
Love
spend the next few
Remember the
minutes
Titans.
thinking of what's next.
What do you think of when you think of Remember Titans soundtrack?
Spirit in the Sky, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of
Anything CCR.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say the what's it called? Up Around the Bend. That one and Ain't No Mountain High Enough was.
Oh
like,
my gosh,
iconic.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was my introduction to that song. I'd never heard it before.
I think I kind of knew it, but like that song was like all of a sudden like the best song ever when we were kids.
I loved it.
Man, I need to watch that movie.
Listen, baby.
All American Rejects, man.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right.
They did.
They did a cover of that. All right. Tarzan was also great. We've hashed that out before,
Yeah,
but
we know it. We know what it is.
Phil Collins does some wonderful work. All right, go ahead, Timon.
Okay. I'm going to say How to Train Your Dragon.
Wow, really?
Not on my list.
I think that's along the lines of the Pirates of the Caribbean and like iconic scores or like
Okay.
instrumental for movies.
I'm just not familiar with it, so that's why I said wow.
How would it
Oh.
sound if Scott was playing it in middle school band on the trombone? That was one of the songs.
He was
Something
even
like
doing
that.
the trombone.
That
thing.
was the opposite of you answering the 5 and 10. That was extremely hectic.
Got into it there.
That was great. All right,
Oh,
How to
man.
Train Your Drag.
I think people will like that. I hope.
This is so
I
hard,
trust you.
guys. This is so.
Yeah, what you have
Hard.
26 things on your list
Yes.
still left. That is tough to decide.
Okay, my next one. I'm going to say Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Star
You-
Wars.
Yeah,
What?
Scott's mad.
dang it, Brad. You don't even like Star Wars.
Yes, I do. I like Star Wars.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I feel like you made fun of me a ton for liking Star Wars back in
Because
the
you
day.
were a dork about it. No one dislikes Star Wars. Like Star Wars is cool,
I haven't really seen or care for Star Wars, but I love the music.
and the music is iconic.
And the music is
yeah.
what we're talking about. So
Brad
Good
is
pick.
always like, you buy your kids so much like Baby Yoda stuff. And
No, I'm
you're
not a
always-
Mandalorian guy. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Didn't even cross my
Bum
mind.
bum 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 bum. Just iconic.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets there.
As good as it gets. You hear that, guys?
All right, my turn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go with The Greatest Showman.
Good answer.
Stole that. That was my next
My
one.
Timon's peeved.
number 2 pick.
Man.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to do that just to peeve Timon too. But
And you're
nothing personal,
biased.
Timon. But,
No, that's so good.
so good. So many classic songs. Plus, my cousin sings one of them, so that's also a little bit of
right,
bias.
yeah.
That's
But
a cool trivia.
It is.
yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Dang.
And then my
next one.
third pick is going to be The Dark Knight.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. My favorite one from that is when he's riding his little bike out the tunnel,
His little bike.
and that's when you get the
He's riding his trick bike.
bah, 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 bah. That one just gets me fired up, dude.
His little bike.
Yeah, dude. There's a
When
few
Batman's
just like,
learning how to like take off the training wheels and he's like
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
a little montage.
his dad's behind. Well, his dad's not there, I guess.
But if you think about it, he goes from 4 wheels to 2 wheels. So
In a way,
taking the training wheels off.
that's,
Yeah.
that's
There you
great.
go. Give us a quick Batman impersonation.
Tell me where he is.
That's good. Alrighty. Good answer. My next one, I would not have said this a year ago, but I've gotten real into it recently because of having kids. Another Disney classic,
Dang it.
modern classic,
Don't.
Dang it, Brad.
Frozen.
Dang it,
Oh,
Brad.
okay. We're fine.
Greatest
Still alive.
Showman. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll get Frozen in.
No, Frozen. I mean, the song "Let It Go" could carry that album by itself, but it doesn't even have to because there's so many other good ones.
But then you go through, oh, what is this? Love is an open door?
Whoa, Open Door. What's this? Do you want to build a snowman? I mean, there's so many good ones.
Yeah, that's good.
Even Fixer Upper, a little bit of a dark horse.
It's a bop.
down there at the bottom of the soundtrack. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I do not know what to go with next. I'm okay.
you're probably gonna win with How to Train Your Dragon alone, though, Tom.
Okay. Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, good one.
Oh.
I recently watched Culture House did it at the Kaufman, and I went and saw it, and that reminded me how good the music is for Beauty and the Beast.
Heard there were too many people in that play.
Really?
Like to turn
Sure.
a profit or just like from a product, like it just wasn't.
Wait, maybe that wasn't
Like,
the right one. Maybe it was Little Mermaid.
Too crowded. I can see that.
Maybe it was Little Mermaid. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah,
Beauty and the Beast is iconic
really,
as
really
well.
great soundtrack.
Low key, my favorite song from it.
Yeah.
Belle.
Belle, is that the first?
Bum, bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum, bum,
like-
bum, 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 bum.
Is
That's
that
like
Bonjour?
bonjour.
Yeah.
Good day. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That's great.
Bonjour,
Bonsoir.
bonjour, bonjour.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah.
And even like the remake, Evermore. You ever watch the remake?
Oh, the Taylor Swift album.
It's actually like surprisingly a good addition to the soundtrack. So I'll include that
Okay.
also.
So you're doing modern and classic.
Yeah,
Beauty
let's
and the
merge
Beast.
them.
Great.
Merge 'em.
Merge them.
All right, my final two. I'm gonna go with Aladdin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So great.
One of the 5 I thought of. Glad it's still around. Love Aladdin. And then final pick. I'm gonna go with A Star Is Born.
Okay.
I really like that. I'd never seen any of the original versions until the Lady Gaga one, and I really like the music in that. And I'm
Yeah.
sure the originals have good music too. But I like Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga. I liked all the music in that
Yeah.
movie.
I've heard great things.
Nice.
It's one of the ones I haven't seen. All right, Timon, you get another
Yeah,
one.
never seen that one either.
Okay. I'm really conflicted, but I'm just gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna go with Newsies.
Okay.
Nosies.
I remember the first time our family ever watched it. Like, we couldn't stop singing the songs for like 2 weeks. We couldn't our whole family like was introduced to it together. So it was like we were all just hooked on it.
That's fun.
And it was good memory and good songs.
Would you do that's my cigar?
Yo, steal another.
Like going back and forth on it?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, good answer. Okay, my last one. It's hard to know. I like both these a lot, but I can't leave Hans Zimmer completely off my list. And so I'm going to go with Inception.
Yeah, that's good.
Good one.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of Hans Zimmer options.
Yep.
I know.
Hans Zimmer is basically my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Greatest
many
Showman.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Parts of the Caribbean is Hans
Yeah,
Zimmer.
that is Hans Zimmer.
No.
Yeah. It's
Since
one of
when?
his
Yeah.
one of his most famous, I think.
Fine. I didn't know that.
It's great.
Oh, Hans is a pirate, huh?
Isn't Prince of Egypt Hans Zimmer too?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm including the instrumental with the Prince of Egypt. Like, take it all into account because it's all good.
Voters.
Voter. Hey, I would like my whole portfolio to be taken into account. All right, Scotty, you get one more pick.
All right, Brad, you ready to sing it with me?
Yep.
Let's see it. Let's see if you can sing it. If you know what I'm going to start singing. in
Wait.
3 seconds.
Let me think about it. What would
Just start
Scott...
singing something
what
in
would-
3 seconds.
No, let me think about it for a second.
Okay.
What would Scott want to sing?
What time period?
Recent.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's do
Very
it.
recent.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That was amazing.
Oh.
You guys are really on the same page. That was
Top
awesome.
Gun, baby.
When he said recent, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Are we going?
Top Gun is my my final one. I guess I would say Maverick because it includes the great songs from the first one.
Okay.
I guess minus Take My Breath Away, but that's not the best. We got Highway to the Danger Zone and of course the Top Gun theme song.
And what's that? Worried.
The
Ain't
new
I ain't
one
worried?
with what?
The song. I ain't worried about it right now.
Yes, for sure. Ain't Worried. The song where the whole score, the score and the soundtrack is awesome.
Okay.
Good
Great.
vocab word.
Great.
Awesome.
Don't outscore. All right. Any honorable mentions?
None for me.
I had Forrest Gump.
I did too.
I almost went with Forrest Gump.
That's good.
Forrest Gump is like, since he like spans all those generations, he has so many great songs in his, not generations, but like he like goes through the time of iconic music anywhere.
A lot of good old music.
Yeah. Sahara, a little bit of a dark horse.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Love that.
Like it's
Love
one of
that,
those
Brad.
ones where it's like a better soundtrack. I mean, it's like fun movie, but it's even better soundtrack.
Huh.
It's just a bunch of like cool classic rock songs and but then a little bit of like African songs in there too.
Nice.
Highly
School,
recommend Jake if you haven't seen that.
Is that Steve Zahn?
yep, Steve Zahn, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Dwight Schrute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rainn Wilson's in there.
Cool.
The one that I almost picked, but I picked Inception instead was Up.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
thought that one. Yeah. That's a great one.
Um,
I had Narnia. Have you guys seen the Narnia movies?
how do you just watch Prince of Caspian last night?
Yeah, really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
West Side Story. That's more of a I didn't think people would know that one, but
That's a good one too, though.
it's great though.
Is that the one where they sing like Tonight
Yes.
or whatever, but they're like they're gonna get fighting over here with like they're about to go fight?
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
because it's like the love song part like clashing with the it's a really good soundtrack.
What about Tron?
Oh,
Tron.
Tron. Just was
I never
awesome.
saw
I've
it,
heard
but-
that has a good soundtrack.
Is that Daft Punk?
Yeah, a lot of Daft Punk.
Yeah.
War Dogs, dude. War Dogs has a great soundtrack.
Do they?
Oh yeah. Everything about that movie's awesome. There's Guardians of the Galaxy is another one. What about Shrek, dude? Back in the day,
Oh, Shrek's a great pick.
Shrek was a
Shrek's a good
great
one.
soundtrack.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a lot
had
of more.
Gladiator. Haven't seen it, but I know the soundtrack. It's
Ridley
really-
Scott.
really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no? Who is that?
Hans Zimmer.
Is it?
Yes.
What?
Hans
okay.
Zimmer.
Okay,
everything.
don't get offensive.
The
about it.
pirate.
Yes.
Obviously. Oh, The Incredibles. I almost picked that instead of
Oh.
Newsies.
That is a
The
fun one
Incredibles
too.
is iconic. it's so good.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was on my list.
That a good one.
The Jungle Book. That's a really good
Oh,
soundtrack.
yeah. Fun songs.
Yeah,
Indiana Jones.
that was on mine.
Garden State. That was a very indie.
Never heard of that in my life.
Careful there, Jiggy.
That was quite the catch.
Blues
mouth.
Brothers. Dazed and Confused. School of Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, School of Rock's a great pick.
The School
And you
of
got a
Rock.
lot of these, Brad. Holy smokes.
Peter Pan. Yeah. So,
I have a few you haven't listed.
okay.
Space Jam.
Oh.
See, is Space Jam a great
Wow.
soundtrack or is that just an awesome, awesome song?
At the
I mean,
beginning.
it's got a good, but also you got Fly Like an Eagle,
Oh,
which
it's,
is a great one when Jordan's back in the gym getting shots up. You know?
and I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of flight happening.
A lot of flight. And then the other two I had were Baby Driver
Yeah, I've never seen
because
that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you
Aren't
gotta
those,
watch
like-
it. The thing that makes that movie so cool, especially the soundtrack, is the whole movie is like synced to the songs.
Yeah,
Right.
I've heard
Oh,
that.
cool.
So yeah, it's like like if there's an action scene, somebody's hitting somebody, they're shooting a gun or whatever, it's like on the beat of the song.
Yeah,
It's
that would
really cool.
take a while to do. Good
yeah.
for them.
I'm sure it's very.
Yeah, it's really impressive, and it's also a very good movie.
Yeah.
And then the last one I had was James Bond,
Oh yeah,
maybe even specifically GoldenEye,
yeah. That's a good answer.
just because of
I
the
didn't think
video
about
game.
that. Nice.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I thought
Yeah,
I
I
could
had that one
Talked
too.
about Hans plenty.
another Hans Zimmer. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of Hans.
He carried.
Lazars.
Lazahanj.
The Hans.
All right. Well, I think that was a good s'mores.
Cast your votes in our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Scotty, for joining.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun.
Fun to have you
Spice up
back.
the afternoon.
Tell
Yeah,
Banks
yeah.
hello, Palmer, Sam, whoever.
Thanks for sitting here trying to burp and looking at the phone screen. So it's pretty entertaining.
It's amazing how they look at screens so young like that. Like Henry does the same thing. I'm like, stop looking at that, dude.
Stop.
Quit.
It's my phone. Get your own.
How's Henry doing, Brad?
He's doing pretty well. Yeah, he's doing well. He's so cute and he's starting to get smiley and fun like that. And he's just a little bit inconsistent with his sleeping. And so
Oh, there it is. You guys hear that?
that was a burp.
Yeah.
That a boy.
Impressive.
That's my boy.
That's my boy Banks.
Burping like a man, you know what I'm saying?
Just like his dad.
Yeah.
Scott burps more than anybody I know.
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake goes, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Oh, yeah. It's a problem.
Can't take him around in public, you know.
All right, Scotty. Thanks, man.
All right, boys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We will.
Thanks, dude. See you later. Peace.
See y'all.
Okay, that was s'mores.
That was Brad's friend Scott.
Yes, just my friend. S'mores is brought to you by Healing Waters International.
What in the world does that mean?
What does it mean?
What does that mean?
What does it mean? It means that we're trying to raise money to eradicate some issue of water in Mexico. And there's Healing Waters International, and they're the ones that are implementing the solution in Mexico.
I'm hearing you say healing. I'm hearing you say water.
Yep.
What kind of magical water is this? Where do I put that for me to be healed?
It's just regular water. They don't have access to it, though.
Oh.
And so we're trying to raise awareness, raise access for them through a website called give.healingwaters.org/ghostrunners.
Okay, now I'm seeing it. This is just clean, purified, amazing drinking water.
Correct. Yeah. And we've already raised $20,000. We've raised $10,000 from a ghostie, $10,000 from a wonderful donor, and we're trying to raise even more because they could definitely still use it. So we're working on it.
Wow. That's great. Yeah, Ghosties, you guys keep showing out. You guys are so great. But we'd love you to consider donating to this great cause. There's so many people out there who don't have access to clean water, so many children who die every year because they can't drink clean water. And a lot of people, if they do have access to it, it's miles away. So we want to be able to put the infrastructure in place for people to have access to water. It's one of the basic human needs. It's one of the best things you can give someone. So click the link down below. Consider giving maybe a one-time gift, maybe commit to a monthly donation, and we would really appreciate it.
Yep.
give.healingwaters.org/Ghostrunners.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
That sound weird there? Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hey, we won both our basketball games the other day.
Yeah, back-to-back, doubleheader night.
Doubleheader night. Jake came, was a proud supporter of us.
Yeah, I had just gotten back from the shows not that long ago, but I was like, well, Rustin and Tate are going to be there.
Yeah.
That's going to be kind of fun to see them.
They both played semi-professionally overseas. Like, imagine those guys plus a healthy, springy Isaac to catch the alley-oops. Like, that's going to be incredible. And then Tate wasn't there.
Yeah, and it kind of lost its luster with just one of them. You know, so I was like, well,
Rustin just scored like 85 points by himself.
that was it.
Yeah.
No, it was really fun. I love watching Rustin play. But it was really fun to be on the bench because then you guys just rotate in. I get to have like 3-minute conversations with each of you.
Yeah.
So I just got to catch up with all of you guys.
Yep.
So it was fun. I left the mallet on the bench and you guys did great.
We played a team that we had lost to previously. Were you there the time we?
No,
played
I hadn't
them
seen
last
that team
time?
before.
Okay, and they're pretty good. They have one guy that's like really good, and so we kind of just decided like let's just try to stop that guy. But then they also had Billy. Billy could shoot the ball. Billy was a shooter. But yeah, it was a close game. Second half. So first of all, I pick up Harrison. We're driving to the game together. So we live kind of close. And he's like, "Do you always get nervous before the basketball games?"
Wait, what?
I was like, "What? No." What? He's like, "I just get a little bit nervous. Like, he's like, I don't get nervous before football or baseball, but like basketball is just one I'm not as experienced in. So I just like, I feel like nervous. I'm going to let people down or whatever." So like the whole game, I'm trying to like pump him up, like, "Good job, like good rebound." Cause he like really was,
nervous.
he really was an invaluable like part of our like he was good at defense, good at rebounding. But the game was close. Second half, Harrison's about to go, get taken out. He's going to get subbed out.
They're taking Allen out.
They're taking Harry out. And so we're shooting free throws. And so usually in basketball, you shoot one of your 2 free throws and then the person goes out as a sub and then the other person goes in. And so Harry is just like kind of standing there getting ready to be like go onto the bench, but was still on the court. And then they're shooting the first free throw and Harrison's like, "Well, I guess I'll just go stand like where you're supposed to stand, like normally for a free throw or something." And so after they pass Gunner the ball, Gunner's dribbling a few times. Harrison's like, "Okay, I'm going to go stand over there where you're supposed to, like in the lane for the free throw," which is completely illegal. Like once the ball is like given to the free throw shooter, no one can like switch around, like change positions or anything. And the other team loses it.
Yeah.
They're like, "What? That's a lane violation."
Yep. Yeah, he's
What is
doing
he
it. He's doing it.
And I mean, we've this well documented by now. These refs are awful. Like they've been awful all year. They're continuing to be awful. They didn't notice it or they didn't care or whatever. And I was like, I jokingly, I mean, it was clearly a lane violation, but I was like, "Guys, you really want to lose on a lane violation or win on a lane violation? Like, come on, it's not gonna like come on. It's a lane violation." Turns out, how many points did we win by? 1 point. Did he make that free throw? Yes, he did.
They did call it though, didn't they?
No.
Oh, I thought they did.
No, they were so mad that they didn't.
Oh, I missed that.
As far as I know, they didn't. And so just hilarious watching Harrison just walk right through.
Kind of wherever he wants.
It'd be kind of like if, I mean, not truly. I mean, we love Harry. I mean, this is an over exaggeration, but it'd be like if, you wanted to bring your son water in a baseball game. He's in the dugout and you're like, "I'll just walk through the field to give this kid water," and walk past. Like the pitcher is like throwing the ball and you're just like, "Sorry, he needs his water."
Excuse me?
So
Excuse me?
I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun. I stayed for like the first game, a little bit of the second game, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go home. But it was fun seeing the email. Congratulations on your win.
So we're in the tournament. We're the 3 seed, I believe.
3 seed.
So we play that team that we barely beat again next week, hopefully with Rustin and Tate.
Yes. Rustin will use my ID and Tate will use Peter's ID. And we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's fun. It was fun cheering you guys on. Fun to see everybody.
I know. It was sad not having you there, but
It's all right. Take care of the mallet. The final day of the shows was in Hammond, Indiana, and had somewhat of a ghosty meetup planned. First of all, I planned on seeing Nathan Coley, but it was 21 and up, so because it was a casino show.
oh yeah.
Didn't really think about that, so I was kind of bummed. Didn't get to see him, but met up with Samuel and Kinsey Carmel from the Gulf
Yeah.
Shores trip. Also got to see Jesse Plattner. Saw him 2 days in a row. He was at the fair and was at the casino show.
Of course, Jesse was at the fair. Jesse was shearing the sheep at the fair.
Yes, he was. He was actually wearing the Steve Triplett 2024 merch the day of the fair. It was
Nice.
great.
Let's go. Ghostrunners.life/merch. Shop.
And then everyone was wearing the Gulf Shores shirt on Saturday. Just fun. The like white and baby blue one. Anyway, so we sit down and have some pizza. And I'm thinking in my head, like, all right, I should probably like get back here soon. But of course, and we talked for like 5 more minutes. I'm like, all right, I should say something. I should leave. And like
Get back to go perform.
Yeah, to go like get ready and yada yada. And then after a while, I'm like, all right, seriously, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta run. I'm like running late now. It says I'm walking back to the casino trying to find the green room. Then someone else stops me. She's like, "Hey, oh my gosh, I'm a huge ghosty." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, hey, nice to meet you." And it's her name was Meg, I think, and her dad had a really cool accent, which I couldn't quite pinpoint. I was like, "I love your accent. Where are you from?" He's like, "Philly." And I was like, "I love it.
Oh,
I love your
Philly.
accent." And so we're talking for a little bit. And then I was like, how long you guys lived here? And he's like, oh, no, we still live in Philly. I was like, you flew from Philadelphia for the Hammond, Indiana show? Like, yeah, we just really wanted to see you, just like me and my daughter. And I was like, oh, my gosh. So, of course, I'm not trying to like scoot out of there then. I'm like, you flew all the way from Philadelphia.
Oh, that's tough. Because you're the first person on this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that was really great to see them and meet them and just hear Meg's dad's accent the whole time. That was great. And then, all right, see you guys. I'm trying to leave. Then I see Alvaro again. Second time in 2 days, I see Alvaro just wandering around. Made sure it was in a casino. I was like, oh, I got to say what's up to him again. So then Alvaro's introducing me to all of his friends that he came with. We're getting to know each other. Then as I'm about to say bye to them.
How many minutes is this from the time that you left the Carmels?
Probably like 10 or so.
Yeah.
It's probably like 7:40 right now. The show starts at 8.
Okay.
So then the Carmels and Jesse end up finding us in the casino too. So now they're all back. So now we're all meeting each other. And Jesse, this is great. So Alvaro's introduced him to his friends. Hey, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. It's my friend Enoch. Jesse goes, Enoch, you must have been homeschooled. Just immediately meeting the guy. And then he goes, I was. K through 12. Me too, brother. You know, they're just like totally bonding. That was really beautiful to see, actually. Enoch, holy cow, you got to be homeschooled. So
he's like, I can make that joke. I was homeschooled too.
I'm one of you.
Right.
Okay. So then we're all talking for a little bit. I'm like, seriously, guys, I have to go. I'll see you after the show, yada, yada. So then it's a long walk to get back to the green room, to the venue. I take this elevator. I go up to the 3rd floor. As soon as the elevator door is open, this guy looks like he's in his mid-20s. Good-looking guy. He kind of elbows the girl with him, and he goes, oh, well, hey, there's Jake. And I was like, hey, what's up, guys? You going to the show tonight? And we're just kind of talking, and as I'm saying that, I see that the girl has like kind of tears like welling up in her eyes. And so I'm trying to like navigate and read all of this while still having like a normal conversation. Like, hey, you guys come to the show tonight? How's it go? Where are you guys from? Whatever. Sure. Actually, I guess I didn't get to all that. So they say, well, we did. We have tickets to come to your show. We were planning on it, but she forgot her ID. So they're not letting her in. It's the casino. I was like, dang. That stinks. I was like, do you have like a picture of it? She's like, I actually do, but they were not letting me in with a picture either. Oh. And so I was like, well, how far are you guys away from home? And they said
5 minutes, like
3 hours. We came from Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. So you guys just drove here. You drove 3 hours, got here, and then they're like turning you away. They're like, yeah. And I was like, what are you guys doing now? Like, we're on our way. We were up at the parking garage. Like, we're going to the parking garage. We're leaving. I was like, y'all aren't leaving.
Yeah.
You come with me. We will figure this out. And so I was like, come follow me. And so I don't even know their names, but we're just walking like in the back door. And I was like, hey, these guys are my friends. I'm showing them my ID and my like all access pass. Like they're coming with me. And they're like, all right, no problem. Just need to see IDs. Like, oh gosh. And I was like, so us two have IDs. She does not. She's got a picture of it though. And they're like, oh, it's going to be a problem. Then they start radioing in. Sounds like you tried to get in the main entrance and they turn you away. I'm like, oh gosh, they're like on to her.
You're like, I got this. I'll be a hero. And then
let me take care of it.
Oh no.
So I'm just trying to schmooze the security guard.
Absolutely.
One of the security guards also is from Grand Rapids. Also, our bus driver shows up at some point. I don't know what he was doing there, but he's just there hanging out and just like taking it all in. And so we're all just like waiting. So then they have to call supervisor up. So one supervisor comes up and he talks to us for a little bit, looks at her picture. Then another supervisor comes up. Then Chris comes. I don't know what Chris is in charge of, but they kept calling. So now we got all this security. I mean, it's probably 7:54 at this point. I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't leave them here. I'm kind of their way in, but they have tickets. And I'm just like really hoping this gets resolved soon. And eventually, I think they kind of just like let us in. And they were just like really nice about it. And so... anyway, we got him in. They were able to see the show. I kind of like stuck him in the side. I was like, here you guys go. I don't know if it's side seats, whatever, but I'll see you guys out there.
Let's go.
And I sneaked them in. And then the bus driver and I are walking back to my dressing room. He's like, so I got to ask, how'd you become such good friends with people from Grand Rapids? And I go, dude, I don't even know their names. I just met them. And he was like, oh my gosh. He's like, that's awesome, dude. He's like, I got so close to asking you guys how you knew each other. And I was like, oh, you would have seen an improv masterclass if you asked any questions. I don't know what I would have said. But he's like, oh my gosh, I was so close to asking you so many questions. I was like, I'm glad you did it. I don't know what I would have said.
Yeah,
I didn't even know their names.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So, anyway, their names ended up being Mason and Holly. I got to see them after the show. It was really cool. And I had them come back there and meet Trey and everything. And hopefully made a memory for him. But yeah, I just felt so bad. I was like, y'all cannot just like drive home.
That would be a rough feeling. Yeah.
And hopefully she still learned her lesson along the way, but also got to see the show. Bring your ID to a casino.
There was one time we went to a casino and Peter forgot his ID at home and we were like 25 minutes and we're like, that's a bummer for you, dude.
Think you could call a taxi? Pay cash?
No, he did. He drove back and got it and came.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of remember that maybe.
Yeah. Felt bad for him, but what a wonderful series of events that led to that event.
So that was what was so crazy is like the timing of all this happening. This would happen if I hadn't gone up on the elevator and seen them right there. Exactly. They were on their way to their car. It was so cool how it worked out. And they said they actually went on the wrong floor earlier, so they were also like, it was weird timing for them too. So it was pretty cool. So, and they seemed great. I would be friends with them. Next time I go to Grand Rapids, I'll hit them up.
Probably just a coincidence. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want a 3-star review.
I don't want a 3-star review, so I'll just say that was a coincidence.
Pure happenstance.
Yep. Some things happen for a reason. Other things just happen.
Other things just big bang.
Yeah. Bang, bang. Oh, man. That's really, that pumps me up, though. That's a heartwarming story.
Yeah, it was really cool. They were great. We kept seeing them afterwards, too, and then it kind of became a joke. Like, they're like, we're not stalkers. We're not stalkers. Because they were up on the top of the parking garage watching the fireworks show, like in Chicago, and then that's where our bus was parked. And so, anyway, kind of kept seeing them, but they were great. They're great.
They're great. Everyone's great.
So it was great to see all the ghosties, Carmel's, Jesse, Alvaro. Alvaro still talks about, he's like, there was a day I came down to the Gulf Shores house and I was wearing this like Hawaiian shirt. He's like, the way Rachel just gassed me up in that shirt, he goes, I still think about it. He's like, I wear it to work once a week and I wear it confidently because Rachel made me feel so good in it.
Dude, he did look good in that shirt. I remember exactly what shirt he's talking about. That was a
he's got that
swaggy
nice
shirt.
skin. It just really complimented the shirt.
Dang. I just want to go back to Gulf Shores right now.
I know, dude.
That was so much fun.
It was so fun seeing all those people and just sharing stories and telling them about, they were session oneers. And so I was telling them, I was like, yeah, y'all have a special place in our heart. Session 2 didn't eat limes whole. Session 2 didn't submerge themselves in the beach while collecting rocks, along the way. Like y'all were really fun.
Oh, they were all special. Yeah, man, that's sweet. I love them. Love them. Truly. I don't know how much more to add to that, but
wins of the week.
Let's do some
or
wins.
Whatever.
Do
anything.
No, let's do some freaking wins. My win, we've already talked about it in ad nauseum. Is that the right word?
That sounds correct.
But I'm not nauseated by thinking about it. I am just so honestly, like, truly blown away that we were able to hit that $10,000 fundraising goal for Healing Waters so quickly. Like, just
very quickly.
Quickly, and with so many different people contributing to it. It was just so cool to see. I met the Healing Waters guy on a hunting trip last year. Just hit it off with this guy. He was awesome. And I was just bragging at dinner one time about how wonderful of a community we have of people that will just support us in so many different ways. And there's something deeper to the podcast besides just, this goofy banter back and forth.
Totally.
And he's like, well, maybe we should try to do some fundraising with you guys. And I was like, I think it'd be awesome. But of course in my head, I'm like, I feel really bad if they lost money on this nonprofit thing that they're
Totally.
Of course the ghosties just freaking showed out, and it's just so encouraging and such a win. So just want to shout out to the ghosties, and we're going to keep it going. I think Healing Waters is very encouraged by it, and I'm very encouraged. So that's my win, is the ghosties being awesome and being very generous.
That's a great win. My win is going to be, in a way, I guess it's currently trending, but I've had some cool moments of serendipity. Hold on, I feel like I got to sneeze. I love a good serendipity. A sucker for some serendipity.
Define serendipity real quick.
So we talked about this on the podcast because I thought it had to be something that seemed like it was bad news, ended up being really, really good news.
Okay.
And I think we looked it up, and it's really just like when something very unlikely happens.
Okay.
That's like is very positive to you.
Okay.
So we made that inflatable pickleball costume video.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons we did that is because I had seen someone put something on Instagram before. Like I tried playing pickleball in an inflatable costume, but they didn't really play. They were kind of just like,
oh yeah, I saw you tag them in a story or something.
So I knew that someone had done that. I wanted to give them credit, but I was like, I can't. I'm searching this. I can't find it anywhere. Dang it! I wanted to give that girl credit. I put on my Instagram story like performing at a fair today. How fun is this? A girl replies and I was like, oh my gosh, this is 10 minutes for me. I'm going to try to make it. I go and click on her profile. She was the girl who posted the inflatable pickleball video. I was like, I've been looking for you for like 5 days.
All you had to do is post that thing.
This is insane.
Yeah.
You're the girl.
No
and I was like,
way.
today's Friday. Like, we're posting it. I'll tag you right now. I don't know if she totally grasped how I was like, this is insane. I can't believe that you live here and the Elkhart County Fair is what made me reply right now. That's awesome.
Wild.
That is, I mean, the chances of that happening.
On the same day that we posted it.
The internet's a small place. I'm just kidding. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that'll never happen to you again.
No. Not under, hers. Or,
Whoa, taking a stance, huh? Okay.
what's wrong with me?
Jake was pointing up in the air going, hers.
Why did I say that? What's wrong with me?
Oh my God.
I do too much talking.
You are out
TikTok
to lunch.
live stream, the podcast. All right.
Oh my God.
Other bout with serendipity is I just kind of had a cold the last week. No big deal. In Lexington, I go walk to a Target to buy some medicine, and they have to ID me to get Mucinex. Like, dang it. I was trying to keep the pockets light because I'm on a walk right now, so I didn't have my wallet.
Oh, shucks.
The most recent picture I had taken on my phone was of my ID. And I said, will this work? It was pulled. It was already, when I unlocked my phone, my ID was there.
It was my lock screen. Yeah.
Now I can't remember what it was. I had to fill out something. Just one of those ringing up the insurance, something that morning.
Yeah.
Where it's like, send a picture of your ID in. So I had just taken a picture of it. And then they asked for it. I was like, got it right here. It was a great trigger thing. I had it so ready to go. Good quick draw. You said ID?
It was almost like that. Yeah, you knew. Like,
Oh, no, it'll be fine. They accept ID pictures. I was like, what are the odds? I took a picture of this 45 minutes ago
that's
of
good.
my ID.
Unsolicited advice for people out there. Take a picture of anything, everything that you think you might need to access later. Like,
A picture of your
especially
credit
ID. Yeah,
Debit cards, I mean.
Especially these days, you can literally search and it will be able to read what is on.
Very easy to find.
Anytime I would make a woodworking plan where I did a lot of calculations, just in case I lost that piece of paper, I would take a picture of it. It doesn't matter.
Great life hack or just tip.
Sure, but IDs especially is just so. Did you just do it, Timon?
Do what?
Take a picture of your ID right now.
Jeez,
Come on.
gotta do it.
Do it. Show me you doing it.
Show me.
Anyway, those were just fun wins. I love when stuff like that happens, and it happened 2 days in a row.
That is pretty fun.
Serendipity.
Dude, yeah, you were just in a magical spot this weekend.
Indiana's great.
Yeah.
Indiana Mason Roasters is great. It's full of just Amish and corn and great people.
Sounds awesome. Sounds like
awesome.
Iowa.
Yeah, northern
Cool.
Indiana, black dirt.
Oh, we did see a horse and buggy in Iowa, and Bo lost it.
Did he?
He thought it was so awesome.
Probably reminds him of the westerns and everything that he loves.
Yeah, Anyway, that's a fun win,
Yeah. Comment of the week?
dude. We didn't get very many comments this week. Kind of random.
Are we losing it a bit?
That people are saying
There's murmuring.
we're not as relatable.
I have one if you need to look, or you can
Please.
go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week's Monday episode, Danielle Miller commented, definitely read it as mullet finger.
Oh yeah.
And I thought this story was going to be about you getting bit by a mullet fish on your cruise. Then you started talking about basketball, and I thought, there is no way you hurt your finger by someone's mullet playing basketball. So that's funny, Danielle. Sorry I threw you off a little bit there, but hey, read better. No, but thank you for commenting and watching and listening on YouTube.
Do you feel like you read pretty well as far as not misreading things?
Put me down for, 8.5 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
17 out of 20.
34 out of 50.
If we want to do integers, I'll go 17 out of 20.
34 out of 40. Okay. I don't is why I'm saying that.
Okay.
I've noticed sometimes I'll just read something. I'm like, wait, I read that completely wrong. JRM 2009 commented, I watch quite a few podcasts throughout the week, but this podcast puts a smile on my face and calms my nerves every time. Thanks, guys.
Well, that's nice.
That is nice.
Happy to be some anxiety medicine for you.
I would say so. Some natural. Catherine would appreciate it.
Some crunchy.
That's right.
Some crunchy medicine.
Yeah.
I was using some of those tinctures before I went out of town last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Feel better fast.
Yeah.
The beekeeper spray. I forget what it's called.
Oh, the bee pollen or
Bee
whatever.
pollen, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
The zinc unflavored. That one's tough to get down.
See, but it's unflavored. No. Yeah, it's unflavored. So why is that one hard?
Because there's not like a
Just like water.
grape flavoring to it.
What about Feel Better Fast? You like that one?
That one's not bad. The best is elderberry though.
Yeah, because that's literally like
Oh yeah.
fruit. Yeah.
Yeah, throw that in some acai bowls.
Yeah, are you just making acai bowls all the time here?
That's kind of the plan. It's like, look, this is not even a business anymore. This is just Rachel and I wanted a bunch of ingredients so we could just slowly over the course of the next, 6 to 7 years have enough product for us to have acai bowls. So yeah, we're like Jesse Pinkman, smoking his own meth.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you see, at the beginning.
Are you actually though, like making it a lot here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We still got about 180 pounds of granola, but we're chipping away.
No way.
Chipping away.
180 pounds.
I'm guessing we started with 200. So yeah, we're somewhere in there.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Do we have? Well, never mind.
Would you like some? Just anyone
No, I was
want to
gonna
buy
say,
some
do-
from us?
Maybe.
Okay. It's good.
I bought granola at Costco the other day. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go right to
Yeah.
the supplier. I was gonna say, do you want to give any update? But maybe there's not much update.
There's not much of an update. I'm waiting on things out of my control. It's not with the generator anymore. It's just like
Yeah.
waiting on people, and it's a good lesson. I'm also super busy, so I'm like, not the worst thing.
Yeah, you're not worrying about it all
Yeah,
the time.
it's okay. I've
Great.
done everything I can do.
Timon, you started this podcast episode. You end this podcast episode however you want.
Okay. I'm not a quick thinker, so I'm going to say.
I know. Just, no. Take your time.
Hey,
man.
Tell a story.
Take your
tell
time.
a joke.
Come
Sing a
on.
song. Or end it. Whatever you need to do. What's on your mind?
I'm thinking that How to Train Your Dragon was a bad pick.
Oh, he's been thinking about
And
it. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that I can come back from that and that you can take into consideration, hey, maybe you like that one, or if not, think about my other three. They're pretty
Listen,
solid.
Timon, you are the editor of this podcast, right?
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
You are the one who edits all of the podcasts, correct?
Yep. Same guy.
So you should add How to Train Your Dragon at the end of this episode, a song for the audio version, because you can sway the voters that way.
That is a good call.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to prove myself right.
Actually, Timon,
You're the editor, right?
I'm thinking about this. You add and subtract things out of the videos
Yep.
and the audio and stuff.
Yeah.
What if you did every single, like a song from every single one of the picks from shmores? So we do like 16 songs, we'll say, times like 3 to 4 minutes per song. So it's like 64 minutes. Just like 64 minutes longer on this episode of just songs. It's just like a soundtrack playlist.
Yes.
Would you mind doing that?
I'll do that. Yeah.
And not just back to back, kind of like, I don't know, crossfade them at a time when it makes sense and have like, it makes sense, like what song you start with.
Yeah.
And
So take longer. And let's,
Tell the story, Timon.
tell the
and
story.
since you
Tell
can't
the
just like
story.
download straight from Spotify, let's just like, I'll screen record each one.
You two
for
did it before.
3 to
You
5
two did it
minutes.
before. I got it. You two did me 3.
If you have trouble downloading one of them, if you wouldn't mind kind of gathering up some of your friends and family and doing a performance of it, I think,
Yeah,
would that be too much
probably.
to ask? And kind of singing it
But acapella is kind of out. So can we get them to do some
full band.
full band?
Could we get Scott on
We get Scott on the
trombone?
trombone.
Scott on T-Bone.
Great.
We'll get Scott on the T-bone.
Okay, but
I
only-
still have my
that's-
trumpet somewhere.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, stick around. You got about an hour left of the podcast, guys.
Sit
Timon,
back, relax.
I dare you. All right.
I dare ya.
Time to end it.
Bye, guys.
Ghostrunners Podcast.